Now to this disgraceful cop-out of a pandemic response inquiry announced by Anthony Albanese last week. It is not a royal commission, a failing I warned you about a couple of weeks ago. But incredibly, it won't even look at state government decisions. Daniel Andrews locking down his citizens longer than any other city in the world, keeping kids from school, having people arrested for not wearing masks in public, a pregnant woman arrested at home for daring to dissent, rubber bullets used against protesters. Andrews even imposed curfews on people. And all this is to go unexamined? Along with the Gladys Berejiklian lockdown of Western Sydney, the vaccine mandates imposed by all states and the way they closed state borders created enormous unnecessary trauma. They did, all of these state governments, to varying degrees. And that is to go without a proper inquiry, an attempt to examine what was needed and what wasn't, what worked and what didn't. New South Wales Labor Premier Chris Minns doesn't want his own inquiry, and he doesn't want his Liberal predecessors to feel obliged to contribute to the federal inquiry.
Generally speaking, decisions were made in good faith with the best interests of the people of New South Wales at heart, and I suspect that looking at their actions in that context is reasonable, but obviously we would look at it from the perspective not from politics but from learnings, and obviously the future is the most important thing here.
Great, let's move on, hey? I mean, on that basis, we might as well never probe any government decision. I mean, they'd all say they were operating in good faith, wouldn't they? In the best interests of their constituencies. That's what they'd all say. What a cop-out. Even the Australian Human Rights Commission, can you believe that? Even they have now weighed in and criticised the Albanese government's inquiry.